Another area where we can pursue the intensified cleanliness policy in the community is by eradicating the remnants of insurgency and terrorism. Noong July of 2019, pare-pareho tayo nagalit at nagluksa matapos patayin ang 4 nating kasamahan sa Negros Oriental. At nito lamang, huling Marso, 5 namang mga pulis natin ang namatay sa ambush sa Camarines Norte. Mapapatanong ka na lang, ano ba ang kaibahan nito mga rebeldeng komunista sa mga Abu Sayyaf, sa ISIS at sa Dola Islamiyah? Bakit ba pati mga inosenteng sibilyan ay kailangan pang madamay? Kailan ba matatapos ito? With more people standing up and with the kind of support and commitment of the President himself, we are in the better position and right timing to do it. Lalo pa natin palalakasin ang ugnayan ng pulis at barangay para maipalam natin sa ating mga kabayan na hindi tayo ang kaaway, sa halip ay kakampi. Our revitalized police sa barangay will complement the NTF-LCAC Barangay Development Program and will serve as a strong foundation to build trust and confidence of the people in their government. This serves as a commitment to our MISTA, AFP Chief of Staff General Cirilito Subehana, my Delta company mate, that the PNP will be beside you. We will work closely with you in our common goal of ending communist insurgency by clearing barangays from the influence of the CVP, NPA, and DA. The operations of both of our elite forces against the armed components of the NPA will be enforced by lending investigative skills in the legal offensive against the elements of the support system where the CPP, NPA, and DF has been drawing strength. The fight against terrorism, like the campaign against insurgency, is a shared responsibility between the government and the community. Hindi pwedeng meron lang tayo dito dahil sa takot o dahil hindi tayo direktang apektado. Kung gusto natin ng kalayaan sa karahasan sa kamay ng komunista at terorista, pagpatuloy nating magtulong-tulong para makamit natin ang katahimikan at asenso. As we go all out to deliver the final blow to end the remnants of communist insurgency and terrorism, we should also start mapping out the best strategy for the new battlefield in the field of law enforcement, cyberspace. Effective law enforcement demands that we in the police force be at least 2 steps ahead of the criminal elements. And effective law enforcement demands that the PNP should be extending its motto of protecting and serving our Filipino people from the streets to the information superhighways. The popularity of digital communication technology from the old text and call only mobile phones to the new smartphones has been taken advantage of by the criminal elements to take the opportunity for illegal activities. From scammers and cyberbullies to extortionists and even pedophiles, naging playground na ng mga kriminal itong cyberspace, lalo na ngayong panahon na ito ng pandemic na halos lahat ay online na. Kaya bilang umpisa, maglulunsad tayo ng isang online site na magiging sumbungan at verification ng mga cellphone numbers at accounts sa messaging app. The people can at least verify from such list whether they have history of fraud. Through the anti-cybercrime group which I used to head, we will also forge partnership with the public sector, including the private sector, pati na rin po the international and local cyber community to provide a web-based collaboration for this initiative. At sa lahat ng po ito, we are giving importance to the partnership with the PNP, with the community and the private sectors. Lalo pa nating palalakasin ang partnership na ito. This address would not be complete without mention of the most serious problem that the country is facing right now, the COVID-19 pandemic. Bilang commander ng PNP ASCOT or Administrative Support to COVID Operation Task Force, Nakita ko mismo kung gaano katindi ang epekto ng coronavirus sa ating bayan at sa ating kapulisan. Kung saan simula noong kalagitnaan ng Marso, nakita natin halos maubos ang isolation facilities sa Metro Manila at nakita natin ang pagtaas ng mga reports ng ating mga nasasawing mga kababayan at kasama sa serbisyo. Kabilang ang mga kasamahang pulis na naging kaibigan, kasamahang pulis na naging sandigan natin at proteksyon sa mga operasyon at pati na rin kasamahan nating nagdadalang tao. Sa pangunguna ng ating outgoing Chief PNP, General Debold Sinas, agaran natin nilalatagan ng solusyon upang maibigay ang karapat-dapat na serbisyong medikal, pati na rin ang pagdadagdag ng mga isolation at treatment facilities para sa ating mga police frontliners. Gusto tayo magpasalamat sa ating outgoing Chief PNP sa kanyang effort para gawin ito. Palakpakan po natin siya. At sa tulong na rin ng ating mga kasamahan dito sa PNP, lalo na sa Camprame and other regions. At kasabay nito ang ating pagpupugay sa lahat ng mga miyembro ng ating kapulisan, mga frontliners, lalong-lalo na ang ating mga healthcare workers. COVID-19 has already breached our homes, our offices, and our communities. The fight against this virus must be considered a personal battle of each Filipino. As former commander of the Joint Task Force COVID Shield, I have seen how strict adherence to the safety protocol led to reduction of COVID-19 cases. Sa mahigit na isang taon, napakipaglaban natin sa COVID-19 at mahigit isang taon na rin kung tayo pinarwisyo nitong COVID-19 na ito, hindi na dapat tayo sa ating mga kabayan na ulit-ulit na sinasabihan kung ano ang tamang gawin. At hindi na dapat tayo nag-aarestuhan pa. Dapat alam na natin na ang guidelines at protocols na pinatutupad na ating pamahalaan ay para sa ating kabutihan. At ito ay ginagawa hindi kayo para pahirapan. So we are appealing to your sense of maturity and unity for the sake of yourselves, your families, and your communities. Pero sa hindi talaga mapag-usapan na magsuot ng face mask at sumunod sa minimum health protocol, ngayon pa lang sinasabi ko na, gaya na sinimula natin noong karaang araw, talagang aarestuhin kayo ng ating kapulisan. Ang ating pamahalaan ay nagbigay naman ng programa para magbigay ng libreng face mask. Ito yung reusable and washable. Kanina lang pong kaninang umaga tumawag po sa akin ang ating Senator Bongo at DTI Secretary Mon Lopez at sinabi na magpapadala sila sa ating sa kapulisan ng mga face mask para makatulong itong maipakalat at maibigay sa ating mga kababayan. Ibig sabihin, para sa ating mga kababayan, ang ating po mga pulis ay naandito para tumulong mag-distribute nito at ang aming pong panawagan sa inyo, unang-una, pinakikiusapan namin kayo, sumunod kayo sa mga protocol na ito. Subalit kung hindi kayo susunod, this serves as a warning. Ito na po yung warning namin sa inyo in behalf of the PNP. At kung itutuloy nyo pa rin, huhulihin namin kayo at dadalhin sa ating mga police station. Maraming Pilipino na ang nagdurusa at namatayan at marami na rin buhay ang nalagas sa aming hanay sa pagbabantay sa ating mga kababayan para lang gawin nila ang tama. Kaya hindi ka tanggap-tanggap na parang wala kayong pakialam at patuloy na nagsasawalang bangkala. Tandaan natin, hindi alam ng COVID ang pagkakaiba ng ECQ, MECQ, GCQ at MGCQ. Ang alam lang nila, pag nag-relax tayo, yari tayo. Kung matagumpay natin na ipakita sa buong mundo ang ating pagtutulungan at pagkakaisa sa pamamagitan ng community pantry sa gitna ng pandemya, kaya din nating ipakita ang kaparehong pagtutulungan at pagkakaisa sa pagsunod ng kusang loob sa mga health protocols dahil ito ay isang mabisang sandata laban sa pagkalat ng COVID-19 at mabilis na paraan tungo sa sitwasyon na makamit na natin ang normal na buhay. This is the ICP, the Intensified Cleanliness Policy that we are launching today. And again, the main objective of this policy is to integrate our existing programs and improve on them on the manner that is clear and systematic. While I know that my tour of duty as the Chief PNP may be too short to oversee the full realization of all these programs, what is important is that we will be able to sustain and reinforce them so that we will not go astray on our way to attaining our mission and vision for the Philippine National Police. Let me take this moment to express my deepest gratitude to our Commander-in-Chief, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, for giving me this rare opportunity, the trust and confidence to lead the more than 220,000 strong Philippine National Police. On behalf of the uniformed and non-uniformed personnel of the PNP, I extend my deepest gratitude to you, sir, for bringing back the dignity of our profession through your continuous and unwavering support to our organization. To Secretary of Interior and Local Government Eduardo Año, and all the NAPALCOM commissioners, salamat po sa inyo for always believing in me. Pinasasalamatin ko pa rin po lahat ng ating mga kababayan at sa inyong lahat, mga kaibigan, na tumutulong po sa atin sa Philippine National Police. On a more personal note, I would like to thank my family, especially my wife, Lali, who have supported me all these years. A few days ago, Lali reminded me of how back in 1999, I was then the Chief of Police of San Pedro Municipal Police Station in Laguna. I was invited by the parish priest of San Pedro Apostol Parish Church, Father Luis Kaka Tolentino, to talk to the congregation for several masses on that particular Sunday. My talk was in lieu of the homily. Hindi po nag-homily si Father Kaka. The parish priest asked me instead to talk to the people about the government campaign against illegal drugs. That was a total of 7 masses for that Sunday. It was then that Lali fully realized how passionate I am about my profession, about my job, about my calling. And every day, I hope to live up to that passion in serving our country as honestly and as devotedly as I could, to the very best of my ability.